We have leaked NBA 2K24 gameplay from the event they just held, which shows that the shot feedback may only be at the bottom near the scoreboard this year. Now, hopefully that's optional, but we have more gameplay stuff to talk about today. Don't you worry, guys. Drop a like and let's get straight into it. So, the Play Now screen was also leaked, and this came out, as you guys see right here, at 7:36 p.m. That was the first leak we got for NBA 2K24, and I wanted to talk about it in yesterday's video, but I figured it would make more sense today. I feel like 2K drops their own leaks. Yes, I'm going out of my way to say that I do think that 2K drops their own leaks themselves, because what is the first thing you would leak if you were 2K? The menu, or the Play Now screen? What's the second thing that you would leak? It would be something like the scoreboard that came out at 8 o'clock. Everything comes out in line, which is really weird. So as you see from the video we watched in the beginning, there will probably be an option to have shot feedback above the scoreboard in 2K24. Came out at 5:41 2 days later. Now, if you watch this gameplay that we seen in the very beginning, it is just bright enough as someone is shooting a free throw to not see if Adrenaline's back in the game or anything like that. You can't see if Adrenaline's in the game, and the guy literally points his camera right to the shot as the feedback is coming up. So I mean, come on, 2K. You couldn't make it any more obvious. Everybody has a nice phone these days. Obviously, not everybody, but let's think about the people that are at this 2K event, right? We've got content creators that used to play 2K, streamers, NBA players. You think that they're recording in potato quality? I mean, it couldn't be any more obvious these days. Back in the day, we were like, okay, maybe someone snuck in, but come on, bro. Everyone's got nice cameras and stuff now. Like, let's be honest. But anyway, I was very curious why we haven't seen any actual gameplay dropped by 2K. Because last year, as you guys know, on July 5th, if you forgot, the MJ Edition trailer came out. Now, this wasn't like, oh, you're seeing all the gameplay, not even really cinematic gameplay, but we got little glimpses of what it looked like last year for the first time on July 5th. It is now, as I'm recording this, July 14th, and we still have not got any look at the gameplay dropped by quote-unquote 2K themselves. As you know, we just seen some gameplay, but that's quote-unquote not dropped by 2K. Anyway, the next one though, our actual first look was July 29th, which got 5.8 million views. I thought that was pretty crazy. So the gameplay trailer itself, with the pound of sweat and all that, will probably be coming out in about 2 weeks. But I think what 2K did this year was, last year they had to announce the game, they had to get pre-orders. What's the way to do that? Because they didn't have crossplay and stuff. Michael Jordan, everyone's hyped up, dunking from the free throw line. The song, it was like walking in the air. Yo, drop a like for the vocals, bro, but you guys know what I'm saying. Anyway, they didn't have to do that this year because we have crossplay, so they don't have to show us any gameplay yet. Anyway, as you guys see at that event that I was talking about in the beginning, we've seen more information dropped by 2K as the days were going, and for some weird reason, they only dropped this news. I think they dropped it on YouTube, but they dropped it first on that new Instagram, Twitter app called Threads. If you guys don't know what that is, 2K has an account over there. They dropped it on there. Kai Cenat, or Cenat, I don't know how you say his last name, okay? Anyway, he was at the event that people were playing at with, Duke Dennis, stuff like that. iPod King Carter was also there. He said hashtag 2K24 is really 2 months away. So they actually did have more people there than I thought. They had some people that at least play 2K. Duke Dennis, iPod. I think Kai plays a little bit of 2K. I'm not sure exactly how much he plays, but I know Davo Amigo was there, who is Duke Dennis's brother. And both of them are very into 2K, how it used to be, like the legend grind and all that stuff. Now, in the last game, it was the first time I didn't mention, and every time I do, I get comments where I said that there should be a legend grind, like Duke Dennis said, for people that play the game a lot. There should also be a grind like seasons and stuff to stay in for people that don't have the time to play, okay? We got to think of both sides, casual players and people that have the time to play a lot, but there needs to be some sort of grind for people that play more, because sweats are able to hit level 40. If I really wanted, I could hit level 40 in like 2 or 3 days, right? But there needs to be some cool rewards for people that play the game a lot. I mean, that's what we used to have. And I would rather, because there's lots of games that I play that's not 2K, right? Any other game that I play that I'm a casual in, right, where I don't play a lot of it, I would rather the top players that put in a lot of hours get really cool rewards than me just get very below average, not even cool rewards. You know what I'm saying? As the casual on that game, I would like to watch my creator play Call of Duty or something and get cool rewards than me just get some garbage like the 18 fast travels that we have on 2K23. I think it's 18 now, guys. It might even be 19 or something like that. I don't really know. Anyway, in terms of gameplay, because under 2K's tweet, they dropped some offensive stuff that we already talked about. It said, don't tell me y'all are going to be Mike Wang this year. This guy said, Mike Wang, are you still alive? Or AKA Baluba. And then we see from Ribeiro or Rib from Reddit, he says, first courtside report, dev vlog involving gameplay was released last year on August 3rd. So our first detailed explanation of what the gameplay looks like and stuff will probably be very early August, because that's what it was last year. Now, we're probably going to get more quote-unquote non-2K leaks from the community day thing, or what, a celebrity day, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, it wasn't the community day because they have that like in, I don't know, early September, or it was like very late August last year. But you guys know what I'm saying. We're probably going to get a little bit more that somehow wasn't released on that day, was somehow even more gameplay than the last one, and it's not as bright. You guys know what I'm saying. Anyway, Steezo had something interesting to say. Now, you guys give me your opinion on this. He said, there's a main reason majority of people don't play NBA Live, because it just looks clunky and the movement is trash. The movement is always the most important and will make or break your game. Stop nerfing dribbling every year. Now, oh man, this is always a very tough one in the 2K community. I really am just so disappointed that any type of dribbling skill is for like 10-20% of the community just wrote off as, oh, that's cheesing. Oh, and they could never do those combos. Obviously, left, right, left, right, left, right. That is really toxic. You know, there was a reason why they put drill in the game. That was probably a good thing for 2K23, like we talked about in the last video. But there's a point where in my tweet where I said this, y'all have wanted to patch dribbling and patch dribbling until what? You can't dribble at all anymore? Y'all been asking for the wrong thing for years. Stop making offense worse to combat bad defense. Make defense better instead of nerfing offense over and over, which I feel like is very true. We're going down the wrong lane. 2K every single year nerfs offense because they don't want to make defense good. Now, someone did say, oh, steals in the beginning of the game and like 2K22, and then you guys complain. That's not a balanced actual defensive system. Walking up and taking the ball over and over, getting 5 steals a game is not a balanced defense. What is balancing for defense is, one, I know this sounds crazy because I'm saying to make defense better, to lower the crazy contests you get on the perimeter this year. But at the same time, what would make it more realistic, more better for defenders, is to have actual foot planting like the offense does. If you guys think about it, the sliding and all that doesn't really happen on offense because there's foot planting. There's no foot planting on like there is obviously, but not nearly as good on offense. So to balance defense in terms of gameplay, that would be how you do it. Last year, you guys know that play shots, if you just had bronze chase down orders, not even necessarily just play shots, it was really OP, bro. For some reason, you only had to have bronze chase down artists, and you were getting blocks all the time on dunks. So someone said, oh, you guys complained about that last year, and now look where we're at. That doesn't mean that that wasn't an issue. You see what I'm saying? For no reason should a 6'1" play shot be getting hella chase downs, right? It should matter. If you have Hall of Fame chase down artists or gold chase down and you put up those attributes, you should be getting really good chase downs. You know, 2K always aggressively patches things. So just because we pointed out something that was clearly not how the gameplay should be, doesn't mean 2K did it right when they aggressively patched it the other way. You know what I'm saying? Because chase downs are kind of like, they're in the game this year, you know what I'm saying? But they're like really toned down from 2K22. So to balance gameplay. Chase downs could be a little bit better next year, but it has to actually mean something. If you have bronze chase down, you should not be getting them nearly at the rate you were in 2K22. Now, another gameplay thing is from Fab, a former 2K League player. He said, every dunk attempt should have a meter in 2K24. The speed of that meter should also speed up / slow down. Dunks can't go in unless it's green. Casuals say that shooting is a skill gap right now, right? But they should also experience the same things with dunking. Now, Power had a response where he said this, but dunking should be easier than shooting. Now, I agree in some ways, in situational ways. Yes, wide open dunks is easier than shooting a three-pointer on the three-point line, you know, depending on the type of player you are in the NBA, because it's a simulation of NBA basketball. But are you seriously saying right now, guys, if you actually think of balance, because that's why I try to talk about, like, I've gotten a lot better at it this year, is talking about balance of the game with no bias, right? To make the gameplay better itself. Do you actually think that you should not have to green contact dunks? You shouldn't have to green a dunk over 3 people, but you have to green a wide open three-pointer? I mean, come on. If we're wanting a real balance in the skill gap, for those of you that are okay with the green or miss, which, you know, I told you guys I don't really care if they do or not, but obviously I think it was a good thing for 2K23. Balance would mean you have to, you know, a contact dunk should be greened over someone with a 99 block. You shouldn't be able to white that, early it, late it, and it still go in. So guys, drop a like on this video, bro, and click this video right here. There's only one video on the screen if you want to see this 2K24 news. It's your boy Bash Plug. You've been plugged in. Let me know how you guys feel about this video, and I'm out. Peace.